Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, you can fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast.
What's cracking, you fucking bush leaguers, and welcome back. This is episode number 77. What up, motherfucking co-host DH?
What is up, Bowski?
Nothing, man. Nothing. A lot is up, actually.
I mean, obviously, a lot has happened for you
yes.
and family since the last time we talked.
Definitely.
So, congrats on the new edition.
Definitely. We'll get into that right now. But
we will.
This episode has been brought to you by Bowski's Baby Bonds. Need to take some time off from work to bond with your baby? Or is your baby mama disabled from pushing out that beautiful little germ of yours? Well, then look no further than Bowski's Baby Bonds. They'll get you all the FMLA that you need and cuss out anyone and anyone for you when they show how incompetent they are at their human resources job. They'll even find you a not so legit doctor to sign off on some fraudulent time off anytime you need it, if the price is right. So head on over to Bowski's 9 months from now and get yourself that time off you need.
And 50% off the next 2 hours if you call right now.
That's right. Yeah, man.
So what's up, man? Did you have to get some baby bonding time to bond with the new baby?
Obviously, it's been a little bit of a how can I put it? A struggle with some of these incompetent people that I've been talking to on the phone. So,
it's the way of the world, man. It's just, maybe the person that normally works their job took a few days off.
Oh, dude, yeah, more likely than not. But hey, man, throw it down. Time for you to throw it down.
I'm drinking here some Boom Boo.
What?
Rum. Boom Boo. The
Boom Boo?
Boom Boo Caribbean rum.
I love it. That's tight. Straight
Coke,
on the rocks.
Coke in the glass.
Gotcha.
How I like my rum.
Hell yeah.
A little bit of Coke.
I'm fucking around with the poor man's Grey Goose and some Sprite. A little different, man. Today.
It's a little quiet in your house.
Yeah, man. So it is. I have to lay off the caffeine, but I'll take some aspartame.
All right.
Let's take some aspartame, man. Yeah, man. How was your week, bro? I mean, obviously mine was interesting, but how was yours?
I was all right, man. It's been all right. Just staying busy, obviously, with the full-time gig, softball with the girl, and the little boy is he's nuts, man. Anybody that's got little boys is just different than when Emma was a little kid. Little girls are totally different. Mr. Bowski over here, I'm interested to see how the little girl is on your end. She seems like a sweet, perfect little angel that could do no wrong.
Selena Ray, welcome to the world. I mean, fuck. She actually came 10 days early, which is why we had to push our recording back. Shout out to the wife for letting me stay up at one in the morning to record this right now.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's true. It is not 7:05.
It's definitely not 7:05. 1 a.m. over here on the West Coast. But yeah, man. So the wife, she finally popped on November the 3rd.
Yeah.
What's today? Today is the 11th, which is my oldest birthday. She's 6 today.
Happy birthday, Princess Elsa. Queen Elsa.
Queen Elsa, which is also her name's not Elsa, actually. Like, for those that are not sure. Her name
her nickname.
Her name is actually Ruby. So shout out to my little girl. She's actually has been on the podcast with your girl, with Emma. And little Rube's daughter.
This is Sunday League the Poo Poo.
I don't know why she said that. Yeah, it's classic.
That was her right there, bro. That was lovely.
Go back and check that out. It was a Father's Day recording, right, from our first year. And but yeah, I mean, so baby Bowski, girls, Bows.
There you go.
Yeah, so she was born, and so, like, what is sleep? I don't know, man. Like,
nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Hence why we are up at this late hour of the night, or early hour of the morning. I don't know how you look at it.
No, I don't know, man. But for sure, pro dad tip: watch your baby come out of your woman's vagina. It'll give you a deeper respect for your woman for sure. Like, I don't know if you did that with your kids, DH, but I did that with both of mine, and although it's a little gory and a little gruesome, and not gruesome, but it's like, it's not, there's nothing to write home about, but it's the most beautiful thing you can ever do, man. Just watch your kids actually enter this world, and man.
Watch the magic happen. Literally, I did that for sure. The first one, I peeked and then looked away, but then I peeked again. I was like, oh my god, this is like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. You get overcome with emotion for sure. And then with my second one, I was fully invested.
Yeah,
I was fully invested, and good stuff though. Good stuff. Shout out to the wives, because obviously, we wouldn't be able to go through what they did, but to give birth and bring life into the world, little kids that look just like you, that are gonna look just like you, they're gonna call you dad the rest of your life. Like, that's some awesome stuff, man. So congrats to you, and shout out to the baby mama. Shout out to the wife.
Yeah,
I'm glad she's doing well. Hope she's recovering, and can't wait to hope she's looking forward to the next episode of Sunday League the podcast. We've been holding out on her, so we gotta give her some content.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, also we got to get the house in order because it's still under construction. Of course, fucking bathroom has been taking a little longer than expected, and then the other bathroom is going to get started on right after. So it should be done by hopefully our next recording, whenever that is.
Yeah.
But I remember I had talked to you about before last week's recording. We bought a car, but we still don't have it.
Did we talk about it on the podcast though?
No, we didn't talk about it on the podcast, but we also didn't
about it last week though, between you and I.
Yes, we actually talked about it at
excuse me.
No,
it was 2 weeks ago.
Bless you, salute. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. On before that, we went to that game, Sunday League game. We went to breakfast with the wives and the kids. Early breakfast. Went to the old Norms. Shout out Norms.
First time ever for me.
How'd you like it?
It was good. I was a little disappointed though that they didn't bring the maple syrup, and they were a little busy, and I get it, freaking Sunday morning, everybody wants to go to Norms, like, apparently.
Dude, it's stupid, right?
But that's it though. Just the fact that they didn't really walk by very often, so I could stop them and ask for some maple syrup. So I just sucked it up. I ate my French toast without the maple syrup.
Dry ass French toast.
At least I had the butter. But it was good though. I'd go again.
For sure, man. For sure. And
so you got the car, and it's still sitting on the dock, or
it's still sitting on. I guess it's on the dock.
You can't just offer them for you to go pick it up yourself.
I would if I could. Shit, I would have had it already, but it's all good, man. For now, that's neither here nor there. But we definitely need the bigger car.
Yes,
as you know. Yeah.
Crucial,
man. So before we get into, do we have any fact checks?
No fact checks for last episode. We were pretty much spot on.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Quick shout out, because this episode's dropping on Veterans Day, actually. Shout out to all the veterans out there, and thank you to everybody who has served in our country's military.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to all the veterans. My father-in-law, veteran of the Marine Corps, JP's dad.
That's right. Also, which was also JP's birthday, by the way.
It was JP's birthday on the 10th. Shout out JP.
Happy birthday, JP.
Dude still looks like a sexy ass 25-year-old stud.
Yeah, he does.
So, but yeah, man, shout out to all the veterans for sure. A lot of craziness happening right now, but a lot of respect to those that put their lives on the line.
Definitely. You ever thought about serving in the military at any point in your life?
Of course, man. I feel like just about every one of us probably had that itch. I went to take the ASVAB test. You remember the ASVAB?
No.
No, you never heard of the ASVAB test?
No.
I remember in high school they had pretty much all of us take an ASVAB test. It was some kind of military test to see pretty much how smart you are.
Right.
And I scored pretty high. And the higher you score, I guess they're just like, oh, we really want this kid. So they recruited me heavily. After high school, it was working just, retail job, going to college, and considered military. Went back, took another ASVAB test, scored really high. I think it was like a 95%, something like that. They were just like, we really want you this time.
Yeah.
And no, I didn't take it. I took a promotion at the job and didn't do it. But man, like at some point in all of our lives, we should all serve our country in some way, shape, or form or aspect. And every one of us has an opportunity to do that. And maybe I'll be a firefighter, volunteer firefighter or something.
Yeah.
But my time will come. But it wasn't military.
Yeah. I'll be honest, man. I'll be honest. That's something I've never wanted to do. Not for me, man. It's never really attracted my my attention or whatever, or I've never wanted to actually do it. But with that being said, I've also made it a point to not abuse my freedoms. Like a lot of people tend to. I'm generalizing, of course. But just speaking for myself, I've tried to just not abuse my freedoms and, just be an honest person and appreciate the freedoms that I do have.
Sir, appreciate the freedoms you do have, because you know what Arnold Schwarzenegger says?
No.
He says, screw your freedoms. Get the vaccine. Screw your freedom.
Well, that is a topic for a different podcast.
He did it in a much more Arnold Schwarzenegger voice.
Right. Oh,
but geez. Yeah. So, well,
there you go.
Yeah. For those that, made the ultimate sacrifice or put their life on the line for the rest of us who enjoy those freedoms, we thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So, World Series happened, Bowski, while we were gone.
Yeah, man. It happened last month. It feels like shit.
It did. It happened. And now the baseball season's over.
Just
sort
like
of.
that.
I mean, there's still baseball going on, but MLB season is over.
Yes.
And I just want to take this moment here to take credit for my prediction at the early part of the season.
Right.
To those that, listen to our podcast regularly, may or may not remember our early season predictions before the season starts.
Yep.
Bowski had a Soxy ALCS.
I did.
Didn't quite happen. He did have one pair of socks.
I had one sock in there.
But I think you had a White Sox Padres World Series.
Yeah.
Rube had a Dodgers versus Dodgers World Series.
Yep.
And I was the only one that picked the Braves to win the World Series over the White Sox.
Over the White Sox, yeah.
It was against the Astros this time in the World Series. And however, I can't toot my own horn too proudly.
And why is that?
Trevor Plouffe.
Oh, yes. I was going to bring that up. Yep.
I mean, he seriously took the cake.
Spot on. Yeah.
Straight to the top.
Yep.
Like if I'm climbing a mountain for, to get to the top of the prediction game, like he straight up got dropped off by a helicopter.
Isn't he like 879th all time home run leader?
Is he? I don't know.
Something like that. It's something like that. Yeah.
Trevor Plouffe, if you don't know who he is, check out John Boy.
Yeah.
Did he tweet it? Or
I believe he tweeted it. He probably said it on the podcast
he tweeted. Yeah. Or his prediction at the beginning of the season was the Braves over the Astros
in six.
Yep. He called it on the spot.
Imagine the day of Game 6. He's probably shitting bricks like, fuck, if they have to fucking win, they have to fucking win. Yeah.
Is it one of those things? I mean, if it were me, because when the playoffs started, I knew who I had picked. I knew I had picked the Braves. And the whole time during the playoffs, I was on every game of the Braves.
Yeah.
The White Sox too.
Yeah.
Until they were eliminated. But I was on it. And then once the Braves got to the World Series, I was like, oh, yes, my prediction came through. And then once they won the World Series, I was like, yes, my prediction came through. And then I see that they posted Trevor Plouffe's freaking prediction. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm not that cool.
He totally one-upped you.
I wonder if he was like on it the whole way too, like every single game. He's like, okay, yeah, my predictions are coming through so far. My predictions are coming through. And then on game 6, like once the game started, I wonder if he knew, if he was aware that he was in the middle of a no-hitter or a perfect game.
That's true. Oh, he was definitely aware of it. I mean, it was getting blown up the day prior.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he had at least a day and a half to think about it.
So shout out to Trevor Plouffe for predicting the World Series
Oh.
outcome. You remember in 2016 when the Cubs won the World Series?
Yeah.
Do you remember when there was a yearbook that somebody wrote years ago?
Was it a
Long time ago.
Was it a Sports Illustrated book or something like that?
No, it was somebody's high school yearbook,
Mhm.
and they wrote in the high school yearbook, Cubs will win the 2016 World Series, like as their senior quote, if you will. And they ended up winning the high school or the 2016 World Series. I don't know if you remember that.
I do. I remember something like it rings a bell.
But they wrote it in their yearbook like years before.
That's crazy. I know The Simpsons, like the TV show The Simpsons, has predicted quite a few things. I mean, I can't remember anything off the top of my head right now. At 1:15 in the morning.
Trump presidency.
Yeah, like all kinds of different things. So. But yeah, shout out to those people that just predict shit.
Yeah, man. So we got to one up ourselves next year.
Well, it's safe to say I have to predict next year's winner.
You're the only one, Bowski.
I'm
You're
the only one
undefeated
left
in our freaking individual contests, but yeah. Once you get one of those, it feels nice.
Yeah, man. Well, shout out to you and Lil Rube for getting going back to back and keeping it in house.
Yeah, man. Sunday League the podcast is 2 for 2 in predicting the World Series winners.
Yep, and shout out to Sunday League rubbed Jesse Chavez, World Series champion.
Yep. Jesse Chavez, World Series champ, Major League veteran, got his ring. Yeah,
he's been in the league for a while, since 2008 up until now, 2021. Career WAR of 4.13, 44-60 win-loss record, unfortunately, but he had a 2.14 ERA this season in 30 games pitched. So, I mean, shit.
And it's so crazy how it happened this year for him. Like, he really didn't have anything at the start of spring training until the Angels called.
Mm-hmm.
And
hung out with the Angels for a little while. And
then it didn't pan out with Angels. So I think he goes like a month or so without getting any contracts. And the Braves finally come calling. And here he is playing a pivotal role in their bullpen.
Yeah.
A long man or short man or whatever man you need. Like, that was your guy. And he stuck with him the whole season. And he pitched well, man. He pitched well. He did well in his role. Did a really good job setting up for, their three-headed monster at the end of the games. You got Matzik, and then you got Jackson, and then you got Will Smith. And so, he was that missing link that really completed the team, as among other players that take the pressure off, from guys like Freddie Freeman or Max Fried, and they were without Soroka, they were without Acuna, they were without Marcell Ozuna.
That's right. Everybody, a lot of people forgot about that.
Well, for good reason too. Freaking scumbag.
Yep.
But those are their big hitters. Those are their big guys. And so the rest of the squad came through. We'll get into a little bit about their their trade deadline acquisitions.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Jesse Chavez, one of the guys.
Yep. One of the guys.
All of them.
Been in the league for 14 years, finally wins in his age 37 season. So shout out to that, man.
Seriously. We stopped our last recording right around game 4. So the last two games, game 5 and game 6 were played since our last recording.
Mm-hmm.
The Astros won 9-5 game 5. That's the game that Duvall started with a grand slam. Remember that?
Yeah.
Started the game with a grand slam. You thought that was going to be it right there.
Yep. But the game was signed, sealed, delivered. At least everybody thought.
Yeah. It came up with a grand slam in the first inning off of Urquidy.
Ugh.
No. It was Framber Valdez. My bad.
Was it Valdez? Yeah, it was Valdez. You're right.
Valdez started that game. He kind of struggled. 2.2 innings, 4 hits, 5 earned runs. So you would think, okay, this game's going to go the Braves' way. But the Astros fought back. They came back, scored 2 in the second, 2 in the third, tied it up, and then the Braves scored 1. But in the 5th inning, the Astros ran away with it, and they won the game 9-5. No homers in the game, but Bregman, Correa, and Tucker came up with clutch doubles. A few RBIs sprinkled throughout the lineup. Good team win for the Astros.
Yeah, definitely.
They needed it for sure. It was a must-win game, obviously. So they came through and won. took it to Game 6, sent the series back to Houston, which that happened on Tuesday, November 2nd. And Game 6 started by Max Fried for the Braves.
Yep.
Through 6 innings of shutout ball. Let me look here. 6 inning shutout ball, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. And I think that was the longest outing by a starting pitcher in the World Series this year.
I believe so, yeah. And shout out Max Fried. Like he was, I think in his previous start he didn't do so well, but in this particular start, definitely came through. Did what he was supposed to do as the ace of the staff. I feel like he also had some of his like high school guys that he pitched with Giolito, I think, was at the stadium. Was in attendance, or that it might have been Game 5 that he was in attendance, and one of the other guys that they pitched with, Flaherty, that pitches for St. Louis.
Oh yeah, Jack Flaherty.
They all pitched in high school together in the same high school. Imagine facing those 3 guys in high school. Fuck.
Harvard Westlake.
There you go.
Westlake.
That's close by, right? It's a couple hours away.
It's in North Hollywood. No ho.
No hoes and no ho.
So I mean, Harvard Westlake though is known. It's a factory for ball players. So
definitely.
For sure. But Max Fried sacked up and shoved for 6 innings. And then you had Matzik come in for 2, struck out 4. You only gave up 1 hit. Will Smith closed it out. And that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote, man.
2021. First time since 99. Congrats to the Atlanta Braves.
Yes.
They deserved it.
Astros with the fucking donut. Donut hole, man.
Astros go home without the championship. And that puts an end.
They got shut out, man. Puts an end to their shenanigans.
I think it puts an end to their World Series run.
Yeah.
I think with Carlos Correa, we'll talk about it some more later, but going into free agency, I don't think he's coming back. You got Bregman still, and you still have Altuve.
Yeah.
And you still have Yordan Alvarez that you can build around. Kyle Tucker is a nice solid piece.
Yeah. They still got some ballers.
Yuli Gurriel is still going to be there.
Yeah.
Actually, come to think of it, if they can find a way to replace Correa's bat and, their pitching comes back just as solid as they were this year, they actually might have a chance to stick around a little bit longer.
And there's plenty of shortstops that are going on the market.
That is true.
So, I mean, he's easily replaceable.
That is true. That is true. But, 3 times in the World Series for the Astros, the only one that they won is the one that they were confirmed cheaters.
Yes.
So for me, at least,
they were the only ones confirmed cheating. Just saying.
The only ones that have come out confirmed cheating. Mm-hmm. Yes. But I mean, for me, at least, it is a little satisfying that they did not win the World Series.
I'll be honest. I want to say, I'm going to say that I kind of wanted them to win the World Series just for the sake of watching the world burn in a sense. It would have been great just to see all the
total anarchy.
Yeah, total anarchy,
unleashed.
Just chaos. Like I was ready to just grab my popcorn and watch everybody just like, no, they still cheated, blah, blah, blah. And, clearly I feel like they played this one legit,
Yeah,
they lost at home,
Yeah, you kind of have to give them that credit now with the whole cheating scandal being out in the open. Like, okay, you figure that they're playing the game clean at this point now.
Yeah.
Or at least on the same playing field.
Yeah. But of course the only 3 guys that are still there are Bregman, Altuve, and Correa.
Bregman, Altuve, Correa,
Gurriel. Yeah, the infield.
Gurriel, yeah. And, for the Astros, they do still have pieces to, compete for the AL West.
Yeah.
Especially, with so many unknowns in the AL West with Oakland and Bob Melvin leaving, and good possibility that they're going to deal a lot of their top arms and top players.
Yeah.
With Seattle, they surprised a lot of people last year, but can they do it again? It depends on what the free agent market brings for them.
Yeah.
Back to
real quick to cut you off real quick. Back to the Astros shortstop situation. They always have the option of sliding Bregman over because he played shortstop in college.
That's something I didn't realize when you said that, it does ring the bell that he did do that in college, and he had to move to third
when Correa was down for a little while in previous seasons, he did slide over and play short. So I mean, they have a solid shortstop there.
Fill it, and then find a third baseman. So the pieces are still there. And Texas, who knows what they're going to do, but the pieces are still there. And I guess that they could be back eventually, but the offseason is going to bring some different faces to Houston. Verlander might not even come back.
Definitely, I don't think he's coming back. Didn't they offered him a qualifying offer, right?
Yeah,
he ain't coming back. I wouldn't want to go back there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel Correa is probably going to end up. Well, we'll get into Correa.
Yeah,
we'll get into Correa.
So World Series is over. Jorge Soler hit an absolute tank in Game 6.
Yeah, landed on the moon.
He just unleashed the biggest daddy hack you could ever take on a swing.
He unzipped his pants,
connected,
and dropped his nutsack on home plate.
Oh man, that was nice to see. He takes home the World Series MVP. Sets himself up for next season. He's always had a solid bat, but I think it wasn't until his breakout year with Kansas City in 2019 when he hit those 47 homers.
Jorge Soler, something like that, yeah.
47 home runs, 100 and some RBIs. First time in his career that he did that.
Yeah, I think it was for. I'm gonna fact check you on that real quick.
And he gets picked up as a free mid-season trade acquisition.
DH 2019 48 runs.
48. So Sal Perez tied him. Then I would assume.
Okay, yeah.
Kansas City home run record.
Let's see. Check you on that too.
Salvi hit 48 this year.
He hit 48 this year. Yep, led the league.
There you go.
Almost got the Triple Crown. Holy shit.
Salvi?
Yeah, he led the
batting average.
He needed the batting average. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So very, very short of that.
Freddie Freeman also homers in Game 6, wins it for the Braves. Great to see. I think it's great for baseball having this much parity, if you will. Mm-hmm. Some will argue that there's not a whole lot of parity in the game right now, but in the last 20 years, there's been 15 winners. 15 different teams have won the World Series in the last 20 years.
Yeah, no back-to-backs since what was it? Yankees in the at the turn of the century,
99, 2000, 2001. So great. I think it's great to see. Some people though aren't huge fans of what's happening with the game, with teams tanking specifically.
Yeah,
we're talking about Scott Boras. Did you hear about what he said?
No. What did he say?
So he says that MLB's culture of losing and the current draft system is, quote, a real cancer. The collective bargaining agreement is scheduled to end on December 1st. And there's not a lot of confidence that they're going to come to a solution.
Yeah. I've seen reports that people have said it's as bad as it's ever been.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And one of the issues is the idea of tanking and how teams just will let go of their more expensive, players in order to save money. And hey, some will say tank.
Yeah, get higher draft picks through like compensation picks, higher seeds in the draft order. I mean, the Astros did that for a while. That's why they've been so good for such a long time.
I mean, I think this last year saw the most teams that have won at least 90 games in a season, but yet also tied for the most teams that have lost 100 games in a season with 4 teams.
Yeah.
And so you do have a good number of teams, I think, that are competing and that are trying to make the postseason. And then you're going to have a few of those teams that are clearly not contenders at the beginning of the year.
Right.
But is it acceptable for those teams to just throw in the towel before the games even begin, or at the middle of the season, just start releasing your more expensive players if you don't want to make the effort to make the postseason?
It's acceptable only because it falls within the rules, I guess, how it's all set up. But it's unethical. It's like, come on, man, like field your best team.
Right.
Let these guys compete, man. Like let's see the true winners.
And one of his arguments about the whole thing is that if I can find it here real quick. Blah blah blah. Hold on, Bowski.
TH can't
Here
find it.
Here we go. We have seen the champion. He says, and I quote, and this is on a Yahoo.com article. It says, we have seen the championship in 60 days. He said, the rules allow them to be less than 500 team at August 1st and add 5 players from teams that no longer wanted to compete. And for very little cost, change the entirety of their team and the season. And we saw this unfold to the detriment of teams that create at vast expense, planning, and intellect, and won over 100 games. In doing all this, we have now created an understanding that a fan would not know who the true team is until, frankly, the trading deadline. I mean, I think that's not a bad thing for baseball, because if your team is below 500 that late in the season, August 1st, you got August and September to turn your season around. I think that's pretty cool if you have a shot to do that and you're a sub 500 team. You can add a few players and all of a sudden now you've got a team that can compete. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that, really.
No, and yet it falls within the rules.
And he sees it as a problem. I guess the problem would be the teams that are intentionally losing.
Right.
You know? And is there evidence of that?
No.
Probably. I just don't.
I mean, go ask the Rotary Club in Seattle.
I just don't really care. Yeah, it does bother me that teams like the Mariners will say stuff like, "Oh, our window to compete isn't going to be until 2022 or 2023."
Your window to compete is your window to compete is whenever you fucking want it to be. In my opinion, I mean, these teams have so much money.
Like the competitor in all of these athletes should say, and it should override the overall desire to get a better position next year. No, it's got to be right now.
Do it now.
You got to get these people now.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to make it happen one way or another. Otherwise, what's the point? What's the point of even trying? But I don't know. Maybe baseball's a little different. There's teams that do it in every sport.
Of course.
Every sport, especially in the NFL and the NBA, where you got two teams that, are dead last, but you got like a LeBron James that's going to be the number 1 draft pick next year. Like, you're definitely going to want to get that number 1 pick, dog.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, and we've all seen what LeBron James has done. Like, we've everywhere all seen he goes.
What LeBron James has done. If he can do that to the Cavaliers,
even I've watched it.
Right.
Yeah.
If he can do that for the Cavaliers, just imagine what Anyway, I think it should be a little different in baseball, but nonetheless, you see it everywhere. You see it everywhere. Teams thinking.
Definitely. I mean, you always got to look to the future. You ready to move on?
Yeah, finally.
From the World Series. So, well, before we move on, I do have a couple of little tidbits. Zach Greinke had one more hit than Yordan Alvarez.
Oh, shoot.
In the World Series. Let's see. Another little nugget. Pablo Sandoval, 4-time world champion.
How about that?
Played in 69 games with the Braves. Nice. Let's see. I have another one. The Toronto Blue Jays, 91 wins. Did not make the playoffs versus the Atlanta Braves, 88 wins. Who won the World Series?
Damn.
Yeah,
all because of a little ALNL.
Exactly. And with their 88 wins, it's I came across a post that Talking Baseball shared. It was a Vin Scully, looks like a tweet or some shit. Some nice number play on the number 44. So the Braves, they won 44 games before the All-Star break. They won 44 games after the All-Star break. And they won the World Series in the 44th week of the year. And of course, Hank Aaron wore number 44.
Damn.
So yeah.
Damn.
Crazy stuff, man. Some fun number play. I always like the number play.
And they won the NLCS in 4 games and the World Series in 4 games.
Of course.
Or they had to win 4. They won 4 games each.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So fun number play there.
Good stuff. So World Series is over.
Yep.
Baseball's still happening though.
Congrats to the Atlanta Braves and to all those
Braves.
Atlanteans.
Atlanteans.
There you go. And you know what? That. Especially too because they got the All-Star game taken away from them. So I'm glad they got a little bit of redemption. I didn't watch. As a matter of fact, something I forgot to mention. My wife went into labor as the game was finishing.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so her water broke as the game. Like it was like the season's done. Now it's time for the new little season.
The new season to start.
Yeah, so like I didn't get to watch like the post game ceremonies and all that. I didn't see if like Rob Manfred got booed.
He did.
I didn't get to see any of that. So
yeah, he got booed. You didn't miss a whole lot. I mean,
okay. Yeah.
They did. I thought it was a little weird though that they did do the ceremony on the Astros field. Like the Braves win on the road, and yet they bring out the stage. They, set off the freaking streamers.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And they're doing the celebration on the field. Whereas in the past, I've seen that, if you're on the road, you usually mostly do the celebration in the clubhouse. At least that's what I've seen in the past. And so,
well, they got to present the trophies for all that for TV and all that shit. Did you see their fucking parade? I know we're supposed to move on from it, but did you see their parade? Like I saw a couple of things. Like Jock Peterson was throwing out the pro necklaces. Mm-hmm. I think I saw something where they have his pro necklace that he wore. They put it in the Hall of Fame.
Oh shit!
Yeah, hilarious. I came across it somewhere. I'm telling you, I've been so fucking busy. I don't know where I'm getting my information from, but it's falling on my lap. So
did you see Tyler Matzek get arrested or almost get arrested?
No. What?
Really?
I didn't see that.
So Tyler Matzek, he wasn't on the bus, like he was walking alongside the bus, and the cops thought he was just some rando.
Oh
so
shit!
They grabbed him. And they're like, "Hey, you need to come with us." He's like, "What are you talking about? I'm Tyler Matzek, bitch." And they're like, "No, you gotta come with us." They're like, "Bitch, I'm Tyler Matzek." Anyway, they figured out who he was and they let him go. But yeah, he almost got arrested.
That's funny. I wonder did they card him like on camera or something?
No, but you can see the officers grab him by the wrist and like he's talking to the cops, and one of the other cops comes over and he's probably telling him, "Yo, bro, that's Tyler Matzek."
that's nutsack.
That's nutsack. Yeah, exactly. Officer Nutsack to you. So,
there you go.
Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty cool. And beers, they were throwing beers at the bus, for the players.
Yeah,
they would
nice.
There were a couple nice snags that I saw.
Yeah. I want to go to World Series parade, man. I want to just go to one. Not just anyone, but just to go see.
Dodgers won last year. Did they ever do their parade?
Who? Nah, did they have the parade? No, I don't think they did.
No, right?
I think they just went to the White House. That must have sucked.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so nonetheless, like we were saying, World Series is over.
Yeah.
Now other baseball is still happening. Like Japan's still playing, Korea's still playing, Arizona Fall League is still playing.
Oh yes.
But in the midst of all of that, there's a couple players that will not be playing ever
again.
maybe with their kids in the backyard. But Buster Posey is retiring.
Yeah, Buster Posey, fucking was he 7-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champ, 2012 MVP, 2010 National League Rookie of the Year, 2016 Gold Glove, 4-time Silver Slugger, 2012 batting champ in the National League, and a career batting average 302.
Even has a new rule named after him.
That's right. He got his fucking collarbone absolutely crushed.
No, I think it was his leg, his ankle.
Was it his ankle?
Yeah. So he was blocking the plate. Who?
I'm looking that up right now.
I want to say it was maybe Chris Coughlin.
Wow, Chris Coughlin. Let me see.
Buster Posey blocking the plate, gets run over by a player on the Marlins. Maybe.
Let's see.
Let's see if I'm right.
Scott Cousins.
Scott Cousins. Really?
Yeah. Fracturing Posey's fibula. May 25th, 2011.
Damn. 10 years ago.
Oh, I thought it was the collarbone. Jeez.
No. And what team did Cousins play for?
Florida.
They're okay. So it was the Marlins.
They were still the Florida Marlins.
They were still the Florida Marlins. But yeah, he came, trucked them, and Posey's ankle got caught underneath him. So as he, falls over backward, his ankle twists, snaps the bone.
I'm watching. Oh, that's so gross. I'm watching it right now. It's fucking
not
gross.
Good. Not good.
Not good, man.
Yeah, man. But still, despite all that, you should look up his stat for how many errors or how many pass balls
27
he had altogether.
I actually have that written down. It was
the last so many years.
In 1,093 games caught, he only allowed 27 pass balls.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Only
crazy.
27.
Dude, that's
you know how many pitches?
You would let 27 pass balls in the Sunday League alone in one season.
Inning.
1 inning, yeah.
It's like every pitch.
Yeah, right. No, I'm just kidding, man. He used to be a wall. But no, that like just to even think about that, yeah, like you said, like how many pitches did he actually catch? And then just only 27 of them.
I mean, he's catching 150 to 160 pitches a game. And you do the math.
Do the math, yeah.
Only 27 of them getting past you. Like, that's pretty phenomenal. So Buster Posey is going to go down as definitely one of the greatest generational catchers. But is he a Hall of Fame catcher?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let me see. Hold on. I'm doing some quick math real quick. Let's go to 120. So that's 131,160 pitches estimate.
Yeah.
27 pass balls. You do the math for the percentage.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he'd be the world's greatest bank teller. He would never let any like dollar bills, $5 bills get mixed up.
No, man. He doesn't take a penny or leave a penny. You ever seen that, Trey? I don't know if that's a thing still for these youngsters, but yeah, take a penny, leave a penny. The liquor store. If you have some extra change, you just leave it in the little tray for the next person if they need it.
Yep.
Paying it forward.
That was the old school, drive-through paying it forward chain.
Yeah.
If you ever been a part of it, have you been a part of one of those drive-through pay it forwards?
No, but I know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm not willing to chance that.
You pay for the people behind you, and then they keep paying for the people behind them.
Yeah, but then like at some point you're gonna get screwed over, and you're spend like $30 for like your $5.
Yeah, there's got to be a nightmare for like the freaking workers,
the cashiers.
The cashiers.
Yeah,
be a night like fuck. I gotta pay for this guy's order, but it's this guy at the window. Like,
it's like no, I'm gonna pay for my drink again.
But he's definitely probably a Hall of Famer. I don't know if he gets in first ballot. I don't know if it's that soon, but
I think so, man. I think so. I mean, he's accomplished. He's an accomplished catcher. Like, what more do you want? He's done. Like, his body just can't do it no more. So I think maybe for him it's the right move. For us, the fans, we probably don't see it that way because we're selfish and we want to see greatness on the field. But if he can't do it, he can't do it.
Yeah, dude, he was awesome this year.
Yeah, he was great, dude. Like, he looked really fucking healthy, but maybe he just wasn't. He's like, fuck it, I'm going all out, and he left it all out on the field, man.
Yeah, I always respected his lower body strength.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got tree trunks for legs.
Yeah, but he snapped the only
and that ass. Don't get me started on that ass.
Oh, that caboose. I like me some ass.
Nice and round and plump.
My wife's gonna hear this and be like, "What the fuck?" She can just look over at me.
She's like, "Bowski, it's 2 a.m, and why are you talking about ass?
For real?
What are you watching?"
Well, DH was talking about ass.
Yeah, it was. That was me. I take credit for that. Sorry.
There you go.
Go back to sleep. Everything's fine.
Yeah, shout out Buster Posey on a great career. Seriously.
And a great ass. Joakim Soria also retires.
Joakim Soria, seriously? He's still in the league?
Soria, he's also retiring. He has announced his retirement at the end of this year, or at the end of this last year, so he's not coming back. Great pitcher. I think he won a World Series with the Royals.
He
was part of that 3-headed monster in the Royals bullpen with him. They had Herrera, and then they had Wade Davis.
I don't think he did.
No, bro.
When was he with the Royals? 2016, 2017?
Oh no. Okay, the Royals won it in 2015.
There you go. Yeah, he came after. Yeah, two-time All-Star.
Uh,
Like his baseball reference only says two-time All-Star. So
Dang.
there you go.
So good career. You know, he was an all-star. So,
Yeah.
but he's moving on. Trevor Bauer, check this out. Trevor Bauer has opted into his contract. So we know he's not retiring.
Smart man. He's a man who makes money.
But he is opting into his contract.
Yes.
According to MLB trade rumors, Dodgers right-hander Trevor Bauer will remain in contract for the 2022 season. He had the option of exercising an opt-out clause in order to test free agency again this winter, but he will instead remain on the Dodgers books for $32 million.
Smart man. Get your money, dog. I mean, whatever he did, whether he did or didn't, he got his money.
He can also opt out of the following next season, and if so, he would take either a $15 million buyout or opt in and take a $32 million salary for 2023. He hasn't pitched since June 28th.
I don't know, man. If he opts out, I'd be willing to take a flyer on him. Fuck it.
But for $32 million,
no, not for 32 million.
Nobody's going to take a flyer on him for 32.
No, not for 32 million. But like, if he was to opt out, that's why he didn't opt out, because ain't nobody going to give him $32 million in his situation.
He's still in the middle of a bunch of legal issues, but I would expect that to come to a resolution before the next season.
Yeah, and I think very soon too, because I've been seeing him on the fucking YouTube like nothing's ever fucking happened.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's crawling back now on YouTube. Yeah. So according to this article here, it says that the LA County District Attorney's Office is still reviewing the police evidence against him in his sexual assault case to determine whether or not criminal charges will be filed. He was placed on administrative leave in July, and the league and the Players Association agreed to several extensions through the end of the World Series. As a result, Bauer has already been paid $38 million owed to him, which is a $28 million salary and the $10 million signing bonus.
Yeah.
First year of his 3-year deal.
I don't know why these guys why can't they just find themselves a nice girl, and wife them up? You know what I'm saying? Like you can look at it, look at Freddie Freeman, for example, free agent. He's about to get paid. Dude's going to get paid. He's got his family.
Wholesome dude.
Yeah, he's a wholesome guy. He's a pure dude. Like why can't these fools as athletes, as professional athletes that everybody knows you got money, why you put yourself in these situations, man? Find it. Like he probably had Rachel Luba and he probably fucked it up.
Maybe
not to bring all that back up, but
some people are just weird dudes.
There's a lot of weird dudes out there
that and when you have money, you're just more weird. You become more of what you are when you got that kind of money. And if you're weird already and you like weird shit, like weird sex,
weird sex,
then you're gonna become that dude. And he became that guy. I don't know if he's. I don't know much about Trevor Bauer except for what I see here on the news. And what you see and what you hear on the news is he's a scumbag.
Yeah.
He does a lot of weird shit with different people, and he, deflects, and he's a narcissist, and he blames other people. And so far, he has kind of gotten off on some of these charges. Like the restraining order that was filed was denied by the judge because, they said that he wasn't really a threat to this person, ever. This person underwent the physical, pleasurable trauma, if you will, under their own accord. So, I think it's going to be a similar outcome with whatever he's facing, and he'll eventually get his name out or clear his name. But he's just weird. He's just a weird guy. And some people are always gonna be weird.
The dude, he reminds me of like Dexter.
Yeah,
he's kind of like Dexter, right? The TV show.
Didi, get out of my laboratory.
No, not Dexter's laboratory. Come on, man.
I know you're talking about Dexter the Killer.
Yeah, Dexter's the serial fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
He reminds me of him.
Yeah. You know who else it reminds you of Trevor Bauer is Dave Portnoy. You hear about this?
Dave Portnoy? No.
Probably not exactly baseball related, but Trevor Bauer, Dave Portnoy was also getting accused of some the same type of stuff.
Dave Bauer?
Dave Bauer.
There you go.
Dave Portnoy. On Mediaite.com, it says Barstool founder Dave Portnoy accused of disturbing sexual encounters in new report. So basically he does a lot of the same stuff that Trevor Bauer did, putting stuff where it shouldn't go.
Different chicks, I would assume.
Yeah, and
I'm telling you, these guys just need to find yourself a good lady, that ain't in it for the money, and that's it. So you'd be good.
Yeah, man. Just some people are weird, really, really weird people, and you can't do much to change it.
But it takes two to tango. Some of these girls put themselves in these situations for no good reason.
They're weird too. Then
they're definitely weird too.
It's just weird all around. Weird.
Yeah, they're all desensitized with all the weirdo shit that they see on the internet,
and then it gets weird.
And it gets weird. All right, let's get away from the weird stuff. Let's go back to baseball. Let's get away from
the weirdness. What's not weird is Dusty Baker coming back for revenge.
Oh, he won up right for another season.
He's coming back for one more year with Houston.
That's not weird. That's not weird at all. I like that.
Not weird at all.
I think he's the right guy to stay in Houston for now.
For sure.
Until everything just finally boils over.
Dusty Baker, a lot of respect for what he did last year for the Astros too. Just kind of bringing a little more respectability to the organization.
Yeah.
There's really nothing that you can do aside from just play clean baseball for a good period of time for things to turn around image wise, at least in my book. So shout out to him. Still hate the Astros, but a lot of respect to Dusty Bauer.
Wow, Dusty Bauer.
This is getting super weird now. Dusty Baker.
Dusty Bauer.
Really, the only difference between Baker and Bauer is one letter.
It truly is.
So don't blame me.
It's a K and a U.
Yeah.
Let me see. Dusty Baker, the ball player, played outfield his whole life. He was born in Riverside, California. There you go.
Shut up.
Baker was? Yeah, drafted by the Atlanta Braves.
He's an IE guy.
Went to Del Campo High School in Fair Oaks. Let me see. He was in the league for 19 years. Wow, 19 years in the league. Let's see. He played with Atlanta. He played with the Doyers. He played with the Giants, and he played with the A's. There you go. His final season in 1986, right before we were born, right after we were born, actually.
Yep.
Let me see. 37 career WAR number 12 his entire career. Two-time All-Star, 1981 World Series champion, Gold Glove winner, two-time Silver Slugger, NLCS MVP, and three-time Manager of the Year in his post-playing days.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see him again next year in the AL West
as a manager.
Yeah. Jace Tingler no longer with the Padres, but has found a new home
with the Twins,
with Minnesota as a bench coach.
Oh, not as a manager. Nice.
Not as a manager, but as a bench coach.
Wow, he went from having one of the best teams in baseball roster wise on paper to leading the helm at that and getting demoted as a bench coach to the Twins.
He had his
that's tough, man.
He had a shot. I don't know though, because like his entire manager career, I guess, has been in some type of bench coach position, except for the 2 or 3 years that he spent as the San Diego head manager.
Yeah.
So I think it's just back to normal for him.
Well,
it is.
Yeah, he's back in his comfort zone. Probably gets along with the players a little bit better.
Less pressure. I mean, there's got to be a lot of pressure being the manager of the Padres, and having to manage a clubhouse with players like Tatis and Machado.
Yeah. And
they had that moment in the dugout, that one game late in the season.
Dude, there's a YouTube video that's on YouTube. It's about the 2021 Padres, like their epic collapse. Like it gives a little deep dive into all that, and it talks about AJ Preller, like how he's very controlling and he only wants to deal with people that only tell him yes. Like he wants yes men. And so look into it. Like, yeah, look that shit up. It's rather interesting.
It sounds like a lot of these GMs out there are have similar personalities.
Yeah.
But there's the spotlights on you when you got the type of talent that you have on your team, and you perform the way that you did that year, and so there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say this and that, a lot of negativity about your squad. If you didn't perform, they're going to look for reasons why, and they'll come out with stuff like that. So I'm sure there's a lot of truth to it, but maybe there's not. You got to just watch it, I guess. Get into it.
Yeah, take it with a grain of salt.
There you go. Take Bowski's advice. Go check it out on a video on YouTube.
It's a video on YouTube. Just search it. It's by keep going and I'll get you the link.
All right. So sticking with the Astros for a moment here, even though Jace Tingler is not on the Astros, Dusty Baker is. The Astros did offer Carlos Correa a contract worth $160 million over 5 years. Did you see that?
I did. What a slap in the face. They
are trying to keep him.
Are they though?
That's still 30 million plus per year. Like, it's not terrible money.
That
32 million a year.
He's a $200 million player, man. I'm sorry. He just is.
You think he's worth 40 million a year for 5 years?
No, not 40 million a year, but give him a $200 million contract over.
Oh, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Give him more years.
Give him more years. Yeah. Lock him up. Dude has a cannon, first of all.
20. Yeah, he is.
Lock him up.
He's 27, and at the end of a 5-year contract, he'll be 32. Which I guess from a player's perspective, like, you're still in your prime. You could still go out and get another contract if you really wanted to.
True.
But you also probably, want that, longevity. Now, if I'm a GM of a team, or I'm a team owner, and I'm, you got this 27-year-old superstar stud who just won a Gold Glove. Sorry, I just spoiled it. But anyway, he won a Gold Glove this year. He's great at the plate. Plays excellent defense. Turns quick double play. Checks off all the boxes.
Yeah, the dude's great. He's a great defensive shortstop, and he hits.
But for 27, I'd probably offer him no more than a 7-year contract.
Yeah, 7-year, $200 million. There you go.
7 years, 200. No, I go more than 200 million. For 7 years, I'm probably offering him 250, 260.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because 7 years, 200. That's about 28 and a half mil a year.
Yeah. So, I don't know if he's 40 million. Somebody might throw that amount at him.
Yeah.
But maybe not for that number of years.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely go 7 years, 250, 260.
Yeah, that sounds fair. And that's probably what he's looking for.
Yeah. And he'll be 34. He could probably still play at the end of that. And he can re-sign or sign somewhere else at that point.
Yeah.
But at least you give him some longevity.
Mm-hmm. I did see that the Astros, not the Astros, the Mets might be looking into him to play third base.
As of right now, they're looking into Chris Bryant.
Him too. Yeah, they're also looking into him. I mean,
they're going to sign everybody. Just imagine they keep Lindor, they keep Baez, and they sign Bryant, and then they sign freaking Correa. Like, they're just gonna put one of them in left field.
Dude, it's gonna be Bryant.
Oh yeah, well, he's the logical choice.
Yeah, he's the one that's moved around and all positions. Anyway,
or you're gonna have a shortstop playing first base.
Yeah, well, they have a polar bear there, but there's also the DH option. So,
hey, if that comes around, we'll see.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
All right, so 5 years, 160 mil. Correa probably not going to take that. It's going to look into other options. A lot of teams out there want a quality shortstop, so probably not going to be his only offer. That's for sure.
Yeah, sign me up right now. Shit.
Who the one player that signed probably what was going to be their only offer was Andrew Heaney.
I did see this. The Dodgers signed Andrew Heaney for 1 year, $8 million, something like that.
$8 million?
$8 million?
So Andrew Heaney, I mean, lefty, major league pitcher, great. But I don't know.
I don't know that he's great.
Yeah, and for the Dodgers to go that route? I mean, does that say anything about what they're going to do about Clayton Kershaw?
Well, let's stick with Haney for a second. The Dodgers probably see something that they can fix, and they're like, okay, we have our bargain guy right here. I think Robbie Ray was a similar contract, right? Possibly.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe a situation like that. I don't see it happening. I think Andrew Haney's trash. But
he's definitely not of a Clayton Kershaw quality, but could he get the job done? Probably. I'm sure he could get the job done.
No, he's garbage. I don't know why they signed him. I don't know why they signed him. They obviously see something. I don't see it.
Maybe it's the booty.
It might be the booty.
Maybe it's not the booty.
Let's see. Well, he was drafted by the Rays in 2009, so maybe.
All right. Yeah, the Rays know a little something about scouting.
Yeah, and then actually he didn't even sign. He went with the Miami Marlins in the first round of the 2012 draft. So there you go, 9th overall. Damn. So he's got the talent apparently. So we'll see. Nickname Heen Dog. Heaney. Pronunciation Heaney. Oh, so it's not Haney, it's Heaney.
Andrew Heaney.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Laughable. Well, I don't like it.
At least he gets to grow the mustache back.
Yeah. Terrible. It's funny. It's funny you say that because I'm looking at his reference picture, and he's in a Yankees hat, but like he's full beard.
They definitely wouldn't have allowed that.
Nah,
on the field. All right. Somebody
JD.
that's not changing teams. JD Martinez.
Love it. I love it. I think he made a good choice.
His contract.
Yeah, he made a good choice. Happy he's staying. I'm glad that he's not going to test waters. And I'm thinking because of the CBA and who knows what'll happen, he's going to secure the bag.
Yeah,
secure the bag. And I think the Red Sox, depending on what he was going to do, will influence what the Red Sox do with Kyle Schwarber, which they have stated that they want to keep Kyle Schwarber as well. Mm-hmm. So,
the Red Sox, obviously have a championship caliber team.
Indeed.
If they keep JD Martinez.
Yep.
If they don't, then that's a huge hole. Huge hole. Even though you still have Bogarts and Devers.
Yeah, it's a huge hole, but which could easily be filled by Kyle Schwarber, to be fair.
And these nuts.
JD's nuts.
So good move for the Red Sox to keep JD Martinez.
Yeah. Well, the option was on him, as a matter of fact.
That's true. Yeah. Good job, JD Martinez.
Yeah.
Not changing his Sox colors.
All right. I think he's it's the final year of his 5-year, $109 million contract.
Very nice.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. A couple things here to finish off the episode. Bowski, so you can get some night sleep.
Yep.
Is the Gold Glove Award winners were announced. Did you see that?
I did. I also came across something that it gives you player qualifications for the Gold Glove.
All right.
So if you want me to read that off, I'll just read it off, dude.
Let's hear it first. Yeah.
All right. It's kind of long, so bear with me. Player qualifications. To qualify for consideration for a particular position, a player must have played a minimum number of games or innings based on position at that position. Number 1, all pitchers must have pitched in at least 141 innings by his team's 141st. God damn it, I can't say it. 141st game. That sounds like somebody's wife that we know. A catcher must have played in at least half of his team's games by his team's 141st game, a minimum of 71 games. All infielders and outfielders must have played in the field for at least 713 total innings through his team's 141st game. God damn, I'm going to mess this up again. This equates to playing in the field for approximately 77.5 innings per game in approximately 67% of his team's games by his team's 141st game.
Unbelievable.
This ensures that only full-time players are considered. Let's see. Last one. All infielders and outfielders with at least 713 total innings played qualify at the specific position where he played the most innings intended example where his manager utilized him the most.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, with that being said, the Cardinals had 5 Gold Glove winners.
Yes, I love it.
With Paul Goldschmidt at first.
Yep.
They also had Tommy Edman at second.
That's your boy.
That's my guy. I didn't think he was going to win, but I'm happy he did.
Yeah.
Nolan Arenado at third base. And then you also had left fielder Tyler O'Neill and center fielder Harrison Bader.
Ooh, the master.
Win a Gold Glove. Yeah.
The master.
The Royals had 2. They had Michael Taylor in center. And they also had Andrew Benintendi in left.
Weird. It's weird that you went from the National League to the American League, first of all. Second, Andrew Benintendi is not a Gold Glove outfielder. I'm sorry.
Well, he's keeping the left field Gold Glove tradition alive,
I guess.
In Kansas City.
Well, at least you stayed in the same state, DH. I mean, I'll give you
that. And then, okay, so then just to round out everything else, first base in the AL was Yuli Gurriel. Second base in the AL was Marcus Semien.
Well deserved.
Yep. Third base in the AL was Matt Chapman.
Well deserved.
Won it over Jose Ramirez and Joey Wendell. Shortstop in the National League was Brandon Crawford.
Well deserved.
Yep. And in the American League, Carlos Correa.
Yeah, debatable.
Apparently one common theme in the winners were defensive runs saved.
Okay.
Carlos Correa's 21 defensive runs saved, easily the most among MLB shortstops in 2021, and they were 7 more than the runner-up Andrelton Simmons.
There you go. Shit.
In fact, no one in the majors at any position had more. Only the Pirates' Stallings equaled Carlos Correa's 21 defensive runs saved.
Interesting. Stallings putting himself on the map. I remember last week I was like, who?
Yeah, we were like, well, I don't know, but definitely Stallings is not winning that award.
Yeah.
And how stupid do we look now?
We look very uneducated, which is very fine because, hey, man, I'm not here to be the smartest guy in the room. That's for damn sure.
So the outfielder was Adam Duvall winning in the National League for right field, and then the American League, Joey Gallo winning in the American League right field.
At least he won something.
Catchers, were Sean Murphy for the American League. That's the guy I think we said was definitely not winning because he won it over Martin Maldonado and Sal Perez.
That's
so
right.
I definitely did not think Sean Murphy had a chance. And Jacob Stallings, who won it over Yadi Molina and JT Realmuto.
Exactly. Like those two guys, come on. They did something wrong.
So his 21 defensive runs saved were 9 more than the second place catcher in the major leagues.
Yeah. Well, there you go, man. Shout out to the Gold Glove winners. You got a platinum glove winner nominee for yourself?
Platinum glove?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably gonna end up going to Nolan Arenado in the National League. If not, it'll probably go to Stallings for those defensive runs saved.
Yeah.
And then in the American League, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna say Correa. Why not?
Correa, Matt Chapman. I mean, I don't know how they actually even really choose that. Like, is it who's flashier in a sense? Because I mean, you already won the Gold Glove, so like, who's prettier? I don't know. Arenado and Chapman are always pretty fucking solid.
They're always, they're always looking nice.
I know. Arenado has won a few platinum gloves. Let's see, he has won 4 platinum.
Nolan
gloves.
Arenado has won them, and he's won them 4 in a row too.
Oh, damn, he's a lock. In my opinion, I think he's
like the last 4.
Yeah, and then Matt Chapman, 2-time platinum glove winner.
There you go. All right, we'll see. All right, we got to fact check defensive runs saved next episode.
Okay,
I got it pulled up, but I don't want to spend too much time on it right now.
No, definitely not.
So I'm gonna put that in my notes for next episode. We will fact check defensive runs saved. Why are they so important in this Gold Glove?
Yes. Give us something to talk about.
Yeah. All right. And then you also had the Hank Aaron Award winners, Bryce Harper, Vladdy Guerrero Jr.
Well deserved. I mean,
best offensive player in both leagues.
Yeah. I think it's a great consolation for Vladdy that he's not going to win the MVP.
It is not a bad consolation award.
Not bad at all. So shout out to that. I mean, and even with Harper, if he doesn't win the MVP, again, another good consolation.
Yeah. Relievers of the year, you have Liam Hendricks for the White Sox and Josh Hader for the Brewers.
Yeah. Well deserved. I mean, let's see. Hendricks had 38 saves, 113 strikeouts in 69 games. Nice. With a 2.54 ERA. I actually don't have Josh Hader's stuff pulled up.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Let's see. Josh
Hader finished with 34 saves and a career best 1.23 ERA.
Jeez, a very quiet season. I think.
After the halfway point of the year, he did not allow a run after July 28th. Wow. Damn. After July 28th, he did not allow a run. He held opponents to a 126 batting average, the best among relievers by 22 points. Still got it.
Still got it, man. He's still young. And he's still young. So there you
go. Some of the awards that are going to be announced soon are the Silver Slugger Award. That's going to be announced later on the 11th at 3 p.m. 3 p.m.
Tonight. Oh, this evening. Okay.
3 p.m. our time. And they also have finalists for the MVP and the Manager of the Year and the Cy Young.
Yes.
They have those finalists announced. We'll get into that next episode, Bowski.
Next episode. But for the MVP, a fun little nugget that I came across also, the 6 MVP finalists, none of them made the playoffs this season. So Shohei Ohtani, Marcus Semien, Fernando Tatis Jr.
That was the first time in a while, too.
Vladdy Jr., Juan Soto, and Bryce Harper. So there you go.
We'll see who comes out on top. We'll cover that on our next episode.
Yeah.
Finishing off this little version of Bowski's Buffet.
I got a few things. We're not finishing it off yet. I got a couple of things. Yeah.
Last thing that I got then is the AFL Brawl, the Arizona Fall League fight. You see that?
I did see that. That was a legit fight. I loved it.
The guy that charged the mound got a legit clean hit in. I can tell that.
Yeah. And he was like running up to the dude like the pitcher was looking at him like, why are you running at me? Like he was not
like, what did I do?
He was not ready to fight, dude. He got rocked.
But you know what happened though is I think it's because that player, he had also gotten hit in the game before.
I see.
He also got drilled earlier, or like the game before, and just kind of felt like they were going after him. So
yeah,
there you go. That's
there
why
you
he
go,
did
man. It. Well, there you go. So that's all you got, right?
Yeah, that's all I got. His name is Kanan Smith Najiba.
Kanan Smith.
Kanan Smith Najiba.
I'm gonna go with Kanan. Sounds smoother.
I'm gonna say Kanan.
Kanan the man.
Kanan the man Smith Najiba.
There you go.
I very well could be saying that wrong.
Let's get him on the pod. Let's see. I came across a couple of details of earlier this season when Francisco Lindor and Jeff McNeil got in. Well, they were quote unquote arguing about
the raccoon or possum or whatever it was.
Yes. So
yeah, whatever that was.
Yeah, man. So I guess Francisco Lindor grabbed Jeff McNeil by the throat, slammed him up against the wall because apparently Jeff McNeil was repeatedly defying organizational philosophy of shifting. So he was like going against his team's request to shift on batters. So yeah, I mean, I guess Lindor didn't like that. He didn't take too kindly. He wants his Gold Glove.
So the manager would call for a shift.
He wouldn't shift.
Or wouldn't shift over?
Yep. He repeatedly defied organizational philosophy of shifting.
And where is the source? Who is the source of this information?
Baseball Authority on Instagram. Hey, man, you call yourself Baseball Authority, then you're legit.
And you are the authority.
Yeah.
Say whatever the fuck you want.
You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, dog.
Okay. But they didn't say like who they got that information from.
No, it doesn't say.
Right,
I get all my shit. You know what, man? Full plagiarism. I get my shit from Instagram all day. I'm going to buck.
Fair enough.
Nah, I'm like I said earlier, I ain't here to be the smartest man in the room. I just want to stir the pot. I'm here for ass foolery.
Ass foolery. Love that.
Speaking of ass foolery, BetMGM came out with their 2022 World Series winner betting odds. You want to take a stab at who's got who they got winning the World Series in 2022?
I'm just gonna say Dodgers.
They got the Dodgers at a plus 550.
Wow.
With the Diamondbacks at the very end at plus 25,000. So there you go. They got Dodgers, Astros, Yankees, White Sox, Braves, Blue Jays, Rays, Padres, Brewers, Giants, the Red Sox, the disrespect Mets, Cardinals, Phillies, Reds, Mariners, Angels, and everyone else is irrelevant in that order.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't like it. This is dumb. Why would you even bet right now?
I don't know.
Dumb. I don't like it. Let's see. DraftKings Sportsbook came out with a preseason power rankings on November 10th. I don't know why they would do that. But they have the Braves number 1, Dodgers 2, Rays, Tampa Bay Rays 3, Brewers 4, White Sox 5, and then to round out the top 10, Astros 6, Yankees 7, Giants 8, Red Sox 9, Blue Jays 10. It makes no sense to me.
You can't predict baseball. It's like
not at all.
Can't predict baseball.
No, man.
Or unless you're Rube or me, you can predict the World Series winner.
Hey, man, I predicted the Red Sox in the ALCS as a wild card winner.
That's like saying
that's a very specific.
That's like saying
that's like saying I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and put on socks. Like, come on.
That's saying you got 3 of a kind, but I got a full house.
Ah, okay, very nice. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But either way, that's pretty cool. I don't know why you would do preseason rankings this early, but
no, it's I mean,
it's fun.
so many. It's, I guess it gives us something to talk about.
Exactly. There's somebody out there that doesn't want baseball to end ever. Yeah,
definitely. Let's see. 3 more things. Nick Castellanos opts out of his 2-year, $34 million contract. He left $34 million on the table. He's going to gamble on himself. I like it. Boston should sign him because I'm super biased. And then on top of being more super biased, Kershaw did not get a qualifying offer. Clayton Kershaw for the Doyers, and Joe Kelly is now a free agent. They did not pick up his option. So there you go. That's
one thing we didn't talk about is Kershaw's didn't get his option.
Yeah, he didn't get a qualifying offer.
He didn't get a qualifying offer.
Yeah, the disrespect. I mean, unless they intend on negotiating with him.
And they intend on re-signing him, yeah.
Yeah, unless the intention is there, then I don't know. But that's on Kershaw, yeah. That's on Kershaw. Well, does he want to remain a Dodger for life if they offer him the opportunity or not? I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell.
I mean, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see.
You got to be that confident that you're going to, like, if the Dodgers do really want him back and they are going to get him back, but they don't offer him a qualifying offer, it's like, you got to be that damn confident that he's not going anywhere else.
Yeah, indeed. So we'll see, man. I mean, he's one of those guys where, like, I would like to see him remain a Dodger for the remainder of his career. Kind of like Buster Posey, giant for his entire career. So, well,
he still got it. So why not?
Yeah, definitely. One last thing on my part, rest in peace to Pedro Feliciano. He, former Mets reliever. He passed away about 3 days ago at the young age of 45. So just another reminder how quick life can pass us by. And,
passed away in his sleep.
Yeah.
Lefty reliever. I remember him from, the 2000.
He was solid, man.
Yeah.
He was solid. He is actually the only lefty in big league history to appear in at least 90 games in one season.
Wow, no kidding,
dude. That's more than half of
that's more than half the season right there for sure. Damn.
Yeah, dude. Crazy.
That's some durability for you right there.
Definitely. Let's
rest in peace.
What year was that? Yeah, may he rest in peace. In his 2010.
Yeah.
2010 he pitched in 92 games, but I mean his 2009 and 2008 86 and 88 games, pitched. Also, so yeah, the dude pitched. He was ready to go.
He was ready to answer the call whenever you needed him.
Yeah, but
Always ready.
So yeah, may he rest in peace, and condolences to his family.
For sure.
Well, that's it, man. That's all I got.
That's the end of this one, Bowski. Well, thanks for joining me. I can't do nothing by myself.
You're on the right path, my own Padawan.
Yes, but yeah, a lot of things taking shape here for me, for us too. The season is over now, Bowski.
Yeah,
we got to figure out, what we're gonna do for the off season, man.
Yeah, man. We got some stuff to talk about, but what are we doing? We recording over the weekend? What do you got?
Yeah, man. I got to work Sunday.
Okay.
I got to work Sunday, but I'll be available in the evening if you need. If you need me. If we're gonna do this,
sure.
But of course, man. Hey, daddy duties trump all.
Always.
That's your full house.
Yeah, man, for sure. So
that's your royal flush.
A royal flush. I'm gonna go do a royal flush right after this recording. Anyways, well, yeah, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Stay tuned for some more shit, you fucking bush leaguers.
Yeah, don't forget your $5.
Don't forget your $5. I can't say it too loud.
Can't say it that loud. You're gonna wake up the whole damn house.
Man. Yeah, I am. Especially right now, like we're all sleeping in the living room because $5. Bring them, please.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right,
yeah, man. All right, dog.
Cool, bro. Well, I guess I'll catch you next week and go get some sleep.
Catch you on the RG. Look at that shit
on the YouTube.
It's working on that too. Remember, I said that Red Sox Mariners vlog was going to come out in November.
Hey, we're right on schedule.
Right on schedule.
Hell yeah.
I really didn't mean that when I said it, but hey,
life happens. Dog.
Life happens. That's my full house right there.
Yeah, man. It's all good, bro.
Yeah, man. All right, dog. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, homie. Peace out.
Later.